evening, kings and queens. Queen Shavaka here with my super beautiful, fantastic co-host,
Queen Myesha. Hi.
and we have a super special guest.
Ghetto D, what's poppin'?
And
Hey, Ghetto D.
hey, Ghetto D.
How you guys doing?
Epic,
Alright.
always epic. We're gonna play a song. Get ready to get your dance on from one of Ghetto D's albums.
Yep.
Yo, what up? It's Ghetto D. Back once again. And right now, I just want to say something about hip hop, man. State of emergency that it's in, it needs to come to an end right now. Because a lot of rappers don't come original no more. They come with this mumble rap bullshit. And everybody is just getting to it. But I think it's time for somebody to go on ahead and make it back originality again. You ready? I'm from the West Coast, so I should know how we rock. From the left side of the map and rise to the top. Keep it ghetto always and never think to stop. Put on my game face every time a beat drop. Most of the time I'm ready to get it up and lock. I'll never ever deny my love for hip hop. If she's dead and gone, then I'll please stop. Cut the machine off and then send me to my box. Now I know what you're thinking, damn, this shit hot. My big bro just told me, just give it all you got. Just don't forget who you are when you hit the jackpot. Cause any motherfucker could just come and take the spot. Have your ass looking like you just been shell shot. I'm a fiend in music, no need for detox. Kick back and bump this in your boombox. Jump, jump was my impression of hip hop. My love for hip hop is so unconditional. I was raised, you gotta come original. No diss tracks and non-subliminal. Like the king of pop, hip hop, smooth criminal. My love for hip hop is so unconditional. I was raised, you gotta come original. No diss tracks and non-subliminal. Like the king of pop, hip hop, smooth criminal. When I was in the fourth grade, my foreplay was hella weak. Until I start to freestyle 7 days a week. Non-stop, had to get to the point. So everybody mouths would drop and fall flat. Then afterwards I realized I'm good at that. So I went to my next of kin and asked for advice and how to get it in. I learned from the best. Gotta feel the adrenaline rush coming out these vocals. My dream is to be successful independently and global. All over the world, hands up everybody, here it comes. It's the new world from a new dimension. And most of them don't even listen to anything that they start to write. But ever since then, you know I got to come real tight. So just understand this my love for hip hop. All day, every day, and it never will stop. My love for hip hop is so unconditional. I was raised, you gotta come original. No diss tracks and non-subliminal. Like the king of pop, hip hop, smooth criminal. My love for hip hop is so unconditional. I was raised, you gotta come original. No diss tracks and non-subliminal. Like the king of pop, hip hop, smooth criminal. In junior high school, I used to freestyle battle all my classmates during lunch and nutrition time. Everybody was impressed by the way I rhyme, but I ain't never been the type to ever drop no dime. Meaning I ain't assist, but can't wait till I get rich. And after that, you already know I'm with the shit. Been with hip hop ever since I was 9. Now it's about that time for me to sign the dotted line. And when I start to sign it, I put my initials. After that, hell yeah, I'm about to make it official. When I make it that, oh yeah, you best to understand the ghetto child is coming in. Popular demand, well damn, why is it that it took so long? Only reason why is because I come too strong. Hey yo, DJ, run it back one more time again. Hip hop is my lover, my homie, and my best friend. Best friend. Best friend.
Hey.
Yes.
Woo! Man, that is some seriously good vibing dance music right there.
Yeah.
So, where does your passion come from?
Well, to be honest, when I was 9, I had a dream about me becoming a rapper. And then I went to my brother because my brother taught me how to rap. So then I was like, okay. And then I started freestyling in front of my friends, but then I really didn't know how. So then I started practicing myself. And then I was like, okay, this is something that I want to do. And he kept practicing me up until I got old enough to be able to not be so shy, because I used to always be shy. But nowadays I try my best not to still get shy, but it still happens from time to time.
It's hard.
Yeah.
So, what motivates you the most? And
What motivates me the most is knowing that I could do something more than what I ever thought I could do. Because
Wow.
at
That's
one
good.
point I was like, nah. But then I went to go see the movie 8 Mile, and I
Wait a minute.
sat there. Yeah, I sat there and I watched the whole movie, and I was like, okay, this is an inspiration. And plus, the song "Lose Yourself," that was also an inspiration too. So I was like, all right, cool. And from then on, I just kept doing it.
So I have a question. So you perform on stage, like in?
Oh yeah, I performed at the Colony for almost like a year and a half, but then they closed down. The last show I did was in August. Shout out to Prime Tracks while I'm on here, and Shauna J.
Thanks,
Oh,
Prime
Shauna
Tracks.
J.
Shauna
Yeah.
J.
Yeah, so
Hey.
I performed there for the last time, and I haven't performed since. But when I performed there, I used to always love to perform there. When they told me that it was closing down, I just got very emotional, and I'm just like, okay, if it's gonna be my last time to perform there, then I gotta do it. So
Give it all you got.
yeah.
So were you nervous? Like when you were on stage, I know you said you get nervous. And
Yeah,
shy.
I always before I perform or anything, my stomach always gets the butterflies, and I'd be like, okay, am I gonna mess up or anything? So I just be like, I just pray, and I'll be like, Lord, please do not let me mess up this time. And each time, I never messed up.
That's awesome. So, how does God impact your music as far as your music is concerned?
Well, he inspires me to keep going because I've always thought about doing a gospel song, but I just never done it.
Oh.
He's a singer.
Well, no, try to do a gospel rap song, and I thought about doing that. I'm still might do it, and he always protected me through everything that I've been through, and so I always keep God first, and he never lets me down.
He blesses you through it.
Oh yeah.
So, what music genre inspires you the most? What kind of music?
West Coast hip hop, and then of course before I even start rapping, I used to listen to Crisscross. Because I wasn't able to listen to music with cussing because I was too young.
Uh-huh.
So when they first came out, and I actually bought their first album when it came out, I used to be in a bowling league, and when we won first place, they gave us a gift certificate at the warehouse. When the warehouse that was when music, you was able to get your money through record sales then.
Like
So,
CDs and stuff.
Yeah, so I bought the tape, and I used to practice it every day and listen to it, and that was my most inspiration to get into music. Because, like I said, when I was 7, I just used to watch wrestling, watch videos, and go outside and play. But then when they came out, I was like, wow. And I didn't know that they was older until I found out they was like 12, and I'm like, like, okay. And I tried to get in a fan club, but didn't know how to do it.
Probably a lot of young girls in the fan club. I remember Crisscross.
Yeah, the backwards.
Yes.
Clothes.
And
Everybody wanted to wear the clothes backwards.
And I used to put my clothes on backwards
That must
too.
be uncomfortable all day.
Yeah, I tried it.
I tried it for a few days.
For a few hours.
The pants I never really did put on backwards because unless it was sweatpants.
Yeah.
Now actual pants, I was like,
That's kind of
no.
weird. Got a saggy part in the front where your
Yeah.
bottom's supposed to be going.
I'm looking at like when I saw the album cover, I was like, I just only got one
I'll
question.
pass on that one.
How do y'all go to the bathroom?
For
I just
real.
don't get it because I'm like,
That was way before Photoshop, so they were really wearing their
yeah.
pants
So
on
I'm just
backwards.
like. And I used to ask my mom, I'm like, Mom, can I do this? And she was like, no. So I was like, that's it and that's all. Okay.
So that was the inspirational piece.
Oh, yeah.
So where were you born and raised?
Born and raised in Pasadena, California.
Oh, yeah. That's why you
Yeah.
saw my 626 on my phone number, huh?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how I know. Born and raised out there. Huntington Memorial Hospital.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, do you have any upcoming events?
Not at the moment, but I'm hoping to get on Shadow's Friday Night Locals, or
Definitely.
if Prime Tracks got any new shows coming up, I'm gonna try my best to get up there because I would love to perform again because I haven't performed since August. So
Oh, it's about time.
yeah,
So
so
if
I'm
you're
like,
watching, pencil him in.
Shadow,
Yeah.
if you watching, you heard what he
Watching
said.
Shadow, he wants to be on your playlist.
Yes.
So get with Ghetto D. Speaking of your name, where did you get it from?
well, at first it was
How was it created?
it was gonna be called Ghetto Darnell because my middle name is Darnell.
Mm-hmm.
But then my dad was like, "Why don't you say Ghetto Disabled?" And then I was like, "Huh?" And he
Ghetto
was like, "Well,
Disabled.
because you have a learning disability, and you'll be able to help a lot of people that has learning disabilities, and
Definitely.
you could be a legend to them." So I was like, "Okay, I'll try to see if it works." And I was like, "Yeah, I think
It
this will
goes,
work."
it flows.
goes.
Ghetto D.
Ghetto
Yeah.
D.
And you represent, like, you're not shy about
Came
what
from-
you are and what
Yeah.
you have. Because a lot of people are shy and
Yeah.
are they're ashamed, don't want to say it, but
Yeah.
go ahead and,
I went through that depression at one point too, because
yeah.
I used to always try to get at the popular girls in high school,
Yeah.
but I was in special ed, so I used to be like, I'm not even gonna try. But one girl
Confidence level.
did was like, I would date you, I wouldn't care, but I'm about to graduate, and at that time I think I was a sophomore, so I was like, ugh.
Aww. So I have a personal question. So you have a girlfriend?
No, not at the moment.
You
Aw.
single Queens. Super sweet.
Yes, he is.
Get at him.
Just make sure you down to earth and everything, cause
The Lord first.
I've been through some stuff, so please don't take me through too much more.
For real, don't be crazy.
Yeah,
Please don't be. Serious inquiries only.
exactly.
No crazy ones.
No crazies.
Someone who has a
No.
goal, ambition, preferably have a career of your own and your own dreams that you're chasing.
And I don't even care if you got
Precious.
kids. Everybody say that there's a limit. I mean, me, I guess, would say 3, but I'm just hoping that they're not too
Don't
bad.
have more than 3 kids and let them be well mannered.
Yes, because bad kids I don't reward, but good kids I'll be like, okay, but bad kids I just
We like
no.
good kids.
Yeah, so
The bad kids get locked outside. No, I'm
Right.
playing.
no,
Open
they
outside
just
kids.
no, the bad kids I just with them I just always be like, whenever they want something, I'll just be like, you want that, right? Yeah, well you better be good the next time, because I give them a chance to give them the benefit of the doubt, and if they're good, then okay, but if I find out that they've been bad, no. I'm sorry.
You also mentioned, like, when we talked, you said that you went to college. What are you studying?
Language and liberal arts. I
Oh.
used to major in business administration, but I couldn't really understand everything that you had to do it, like accounting and everything, because I'm basically on basic math. I'm not ashamed to say it. So, yes, I'm
Adding, subtracting.
so I'm not
Little bit of
ashamed.
multiplying.
So, but now I'm just doing language and liberal arts because I'm trying to learn a lot more. Because English is very hard for a lot of people that don't know, like, because there's so many words that's different, and then you be like, okay. And math was my favorite subject until when I got into this math, because the math
Do you
that I'm
read
in.
differently, like dyslexia?
No, I just don't like big words. Every time when they try to, put me in big words, I just be like, let him read, because big words, I get mad and I just be like, whatever this word is, and then I like try to bypass it. They be like, say it out. I'm like, no, because I know me, because people used to laugh when I used to try to read it out, and then they used to just laugh. So I just no.
Well, yeah, I have dyslexia.
Oh, okay.
So when stuff that you talk about, I kind of feel you, because like in school it was very difficult for me, because a lot of the schools didn't. They just kind of push you through.
Yeah.
They don't really teach you how you're supposed to be taught if you have a learning disability.
Yeah.
And even now, like when I work with different people and I have to write things, I say I have dyslexia. So if things are twisted around, they don't sound proper, it's because I have dyslexia.
Yeah.
And my son has a cognitive processing disorder. So it takes him a while to really process information. You just have to take your time. So to know somebody, so I have a passion for people who have disabilities, who are especially learning disabilities, because it's not their fault, and there's just different ways of you just have to find a different angle, because everybody isn't cookie cutter learning. And that's the thing that people have to understand, is that this is not cookie cutter. Everybody's not going to get the information the same way, but if you can present it in a way that someone can understand it and it's real to them, then they have the information. So you just have to get creative in that. Let's see. What kind of message do you want to send to your audience?
The message I try to send to them is to never give up and believe in your dreams, because a lot of people do tend to give up. So me, I try my best to push them to the point where, you know, I'm not going to let you give up, because nobody never gave up on me, so I'm not going to give up on the next generation or anybody that I'm around. So if they feel that that's what they want to do, then by all means, I'll support you all the way. Just be sure that that's what you want to do. Don't say that you want to do one thing, but then you change your mind within 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
I have to say, you are a really good rapper.
You are.
I heard your music a few months ago, and I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw you, I was like, "Oh, he probably can't rap." Okay, let's go ahead, turn it on. Let's go see. And then they turn it on. I was like, "That's you."
I shock everybody.
It's amazing. You're amazing.
A lot of people get shocked whenever they, especially when I first won my first freestyle battle when I was 13, because they was. The only thing they could ever say about me was being fat, because I was always an overweight child. So they was like, you know, but then whenever I found something about them, I would, you know, I try my best not to go below the belt, but you know, so you know, the only thing was I was just like, as long as you don't say nothing about my mama, I'm cool. You know,
playing the dozens.
Oh yeah, because you know,
me and my brother plays the dozens.
Yeah, you know,
Max 17, we play the dozens all the time.
Oh yeah, shout out to Max 17. What's up, man?
He won't ever admit that I'm the funniest one. That's the battle that we're battling right now, but it's okay.
Yeah,
he can't battle this. I'm the funniest, Max 17. So
I think he needs to come on the show, and we need to judge, or the people need to judge who's the funniest.
Oh, you guys know it's me. Sometimes we'll go on each other's. You'll see on it if you go on each of our posts. Like I'll go on his post, or he'll go on mine, and he'll just throw dozens out there, and we'll just have like a little.
I think I've seen a couple. I just stay to myself. I just be like, okay, let me not.
You're like, y'all don't want to get in this.
I'll be like, let me not get into.
Don't pull me in this.
Like, no. I'll be like, please don't. No.
So what are some things you could change in this world if you could? At least 3. I got that for you.
Oh.
Well, for one, because like Mr. Lewis said at one, you know, on his interview, I've seen that I would let women run the world, because
who run the world?
That's too
who run the world?
When Hillary did not win, I was pissed off.
Me too.
Because and I was shocked that a lot of women didn't go out and vote. I'm like, why didn't y'all vote for her? Like, they voted for Trump. Either some people didn't, but I don't know. But I'm like, why didn't y'all vote for her? Like, you know, because they always say, we want to run it. I'm like, technically, women do run.
We do.
Pretty much everything. It's just, they just never got the title to do it. They just never got that that stamp of approval to say, okay, you could do it. But, you know, the second thing I would change is bullying and hate, because you know,
I would change bullying too,
because I mean, I've been bullied, and you know, I see a lot of people have been bullied, so I would definitely change that, because
people are cruel.
People these days suck, you know. These days, like this generation, they really do, because you know, they be disrespectful for one. I mean, especially I mean, I know a lot of dudes get mad at me for taking women's side, but I'm like, you guys always disrespect women, and you know, it's not to say anything. DJ Mimo, cut it out, Mimo. You know, I never, you know, like, I just never was raised to disrespect women. My mom always told me respect women, keep God,
and he's a gentleman,
and you know, she always said to be a gentleman, and that's all I ever known. Like, I can't be nothing else. Like, I never could be mean
to girls. Like dudes, I can be mean to them all day because
Oh.
I'm like, you know, you a dude,
Don't
I'm
cross
a dude.
that
So,
line.
you know what I mean? Like, but women, I just, you know, like when you, like I always notice, you will never win an argument with a woman, no matter what race, anything. So just don't even, whenever you argue with her, just, okay, babe, I'm sorry. Just
There
know,
you go. That's the line right there. Okay, babe.
Just say okay, babe,
All
and
right.
trust me. Once when you say okay, babe, now she might get mad at you if you say it too many times because then she'll be thinking you're a yes man, but at the same time, you know, she would want you to respect her and be like, okay, like, you know, maybe a few times now if she's wrong, most definitely, you know, voice your opinion. But at the end of it, at least both of you admit that you're wrong, and men should do it first. But I mean, these days, men don't really do that. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Men are just so full of pride.
That's
they
what
don't
it
know
is.
how to say
Yes.
they're wrong.
Yes.
No.
Even
they
if they
don't.
are wrong, they're going to battle that they're right to the end. Just
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
they come from that male, macho, caveman motif.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think there was a coach that pulled them aside in high school that just told them that they were right all the time. They're
Yeah.
caveman mentors. So I just, you mentioned, and I know some of your music talks about politics. So where did your passion for politics come from?
I think it came from when Bill Clinton became the president, and then when he was president for 8 years, I was like, okay, cool. Like, we have somebody to stand up, because to me, he was like our first black president to me, because I mean, before Barack, we had him, and then we had Bush. You know, Bush. I mean, but the one thing I can say is that we miss Bush more than we ever wanted Trump, because we want Trump out so bad. We trying to impeach him. We didn't ever try to impeach Bush.
That
you know,
is absolutely true.
We just got pissed off because you started off a war over some oil, and I'm like, bruh. Over oil, like you could go to the gas station and ask for all the gas. I mean, you're the president. Like, I don't get it. Like, you can ask for them and they'll be like, okay, but
Gas is free for you.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you the president of the United States, anywhere you go, I want the gas. Okay, fine, just take it all and we'll close down. But I don't know what it was, but you know, and when Bush was president, I was pissed, but then I was just like, you know, I was like, all right, but I just never really tried not to get too in deep to it. But then when Barack came and he was our first black president, I was like, okay, that's why I made a song called Black History. And
that was for Barack Obama.
oh yeah, I
Wow.
made it for him. It was a few months after he got into the office too, because I didn't want to just automatically do it, like, because I know a lot of rappers did, but I was just like, let me not. Like when Young Jeezy came out with My President is Black, I was like, okay, somebody already done said it, so I'm not. I wouldn't be the first, so I'm not
Right.
for the, you know, but.
But that's how you entered your music into politics, or your politics into music, or somehow kind of got them intertwined together.
So now, where could people go and listen to your music or contact you?
I'm on SoundCloud, and I'm on Instagram, Ghetto D1984, and you can look me up on there. I'm
94?
No, 84.
84.
Yeah.
I was like, you young.
Nah, I'm 34, but you know, I mean, I try my best to act more like I'm a little bit younger, but not too much.
Long as you're old enough to get carded. So are there anyone in your family that you can think of that really draws from that you draw your motivation from?
Well, my brother, who passed away a year and a half ago, nearly almost 2 years, because he taught me how to rap. So when he passed, I just said to myself, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this for my big brother and my family, but more so my big brother, because he taught me how to rap. So I just figured if I do it, I'm most definitely gonna have to go full throttle and do it for him. And I've always done it, because he used to always say, if I don't make it, my little brother is. So
Keep his
because he
memory
used to
alive.
rap, because he used to rap himself. Yep.
So we're gonna. Any other questions you might have?
I just think you're a phenomenal rapper.
I do.
And keep
Thank
doing what
you.
you're doing. You are sweet. You are sweeter than pie, sweeter than candy. Yes.
and a Starbucks.
Yes.
Oh yeah, even though I don't drink Starbucks, but I get the point.
Yeah. So again, upcoming shows. You said you want to be in some shows.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to get into some shows however I can, and
All right.
I'll most definitely be ready.
Look 'em up, guys.
Uh-huh.
Chime in and
DJ Memo.
promoters out there.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, and thank you so much, Queen Shavaka, for being such a good host.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for making it easy.
Yes,
Awesome.
can we hear his song one more
Just
time?
One more time. We need a
Yes,
we need
a going out
jam
song.
Out. We need a jam out
Yes.
song. Oh, mama, oh, I don't know why that song stuck in my head now. We need another one.
I'm trying to think who did have that song called Obama, Obama.
I don't remember.
All I know
I
is
just remember it going viral, so we're trying to make your song go viral.
Yo, what up? It's Ghetto D.
What up?
Back once again. And right now, I just want to say something about hip hop, man. State of emergency that it's in, it needs to come to an end right now. Because a lot of rappers don't come original no more. They come with this mumble rap bullshit, and everybody is just getting to it. But I think it's time for somebody to go ahead and make it back originality again. You ready? I'm from the West Coast, so I should know how we rock. From the left side of the map and rise to the top. Keep it ghetto always and never think to stop. Put on my game face every time a beat drop. Most of the time I'm ready to get it up and lock. I'll never ever deny my love for hip hop. If she's dead and gone, then I'll please stop. Cut the machine off and then send me to my box. Now I know what you're thinking, damn, this shit hot. My big bro just told me, just give it all you got. Just don't forget who you are when you hit the jackpot. Cause any motherfucker could just come and take the spot. Have your ass looking like you just been shell shot. I'm a fiend in music, no need for detox. Kick back and bump this in your boombox. Jump, jump was my impression of hip hop. My love for hip hop is so unconditional. I was raised, you gotta come original. No diss tracks and non-subliminal. Like the king of pop, hip hop, smooth criminal. My love for hip hop is so unconditional. I was raised, you gotta come original. No diss tracks and non-subliminal.
They always said I look like Biggie.
Hip hop, smooth criminal. When I was in the foreplay, my foreplay was hella weak. Until I start to freestyle 7 days a week. Non-stop, had to get to the point. So everybody mouths would drop and fall flat. Then afterwards I realized I'm good at that. So I went to my next of kin and asked for advice. And how to get it in, I learned from the best. Gotta feel the adrenaline rush coming out these vocals. My dream is to be successful independently and global. All over the world, hands up, everybody, here it comes. It's the new world from a new dimension. And most of them don't even listen.
even though one rapper did make a song like that, dissing himself.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for joining
Yes.
us. It's
Thank
been
Ghetto D.
epic.
Yes.
Thank you very
Pick
much.
up the song. Is it already out on SoundCloud?
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud right now.
So check it out on SoundCloud, and that song is called
My love for hip hop.
His Love for Hip Hop. You
All
heard it here
right.
first.
All right. Queen Myesha here. Queens of Queenz Radio.
Queenz Shavaka.
And Ghetto D, aka the Ghetto Child.
Yes. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
See you next Friday.
It's getting late and she said that she plans on staying with me. And the ones who jealous are cause you're in a